What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be reacting to the Nelk Boys and Bob Menery beef. This shit just came out. Kyle just responded to all of Bob's accusations, and I wanted to be one of the first to get into that and do my reaction. This channel is mainly for my podcast, but I also want to start doing reactions as well. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Alright, so right now we're about to play Kyle's part. He just finally addressed it. And here's his first part that he posted first. So let's check that out.
Alright guys, you guys know I don't do the back and forth shit on Instagram. I don't do the social media drama shit. That's seriously not my thing. But with all the shit that Bob has been lying about on social media, he's pretty much backed me into a corner now and attacking something that I've built for 10 fucking years, poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. So there's no choice. I gotta clear some shit up. So first things first, Bob is saying on social media that we owe him money. That is a complete lie. We don't owe Bob Menery a cent. He's also saying that he had the worst deal, a terrible deal for the podcast. But guys, in the 10 months that he was on the show, he made $1.2 million. $1.2 million in 10 months. I'm gonna show you.
That's fucking crazy, bro. I didn't fucking realize Bob was making that much money. $1.2 million fucking dollars in 10 months for just being on a podcast once a week, if that. It's pretty fucking insane. And yeah, I mean that's a lot of fucking money. But Bob is a big name, so he brings a lot of value to the table. So I get why he's getting paid that much. I don't really know what other people are getting paid, so I can't really give a specific whether or not that's good or not, good value or not. But I mean that's a lot of money in my opinion. But yeah, Bob has been saying that on social media that they are scamming him or whatnot. Do I believe it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep watching these and kind of give my 2 cents on what I think really happened and whatnot.
You guys exactly what his deal was. So this is Bob's deal. I typed it out on screen on Instagram here too. Also, he had not one, but two different lawyers.
Okay, so Bob's deal was 30% of ad revenue, not ownership. So there was no ownership. That's one thing Bob has said multiple times on his stories is that he was promised some sort of ownership of the company or the podcast or whatnot. He also got paid $7.5K per episode, along with 50% of all the revenue they made from the podcast merchandise. Another thing that they got was he got all expenses covered by Full Send. So that covered his hotel, all traveling expenses and whatnot. So
look over this deal. And it is extremely generous if you guys do not understand. I'm gonna pull it up here. So he got 30% of the ad revenue of the show. He never owned it. He always says he owns it. He never had ownership of the show. On top of that, he had $7.5K an episode, usually around $30K a month if that's 4 episodes. 50% of the podcast merch, which is insane. First class flights, hotels, transportation, all covered by us. The production, the staff, and the equipment, all covered by us. So Bob had no expenses. Everything production-wise was covered by Nelk. All Bob had to do was show up.
Yeah, $30K a month is honestly pretty fucking insane, bro. Because you got to think, he's getting paid $7,500 an episode, and they're doing 4 episodes a week. And what does it take you, fucking an hour, 2 hours max to film these fucking videos? So I mean, I don't know about you, that's a lot of fucking money. I wish I got paid fucking $7,000 or $30K a fucking month, bro. That's pretty fucking insane, no matter what.
Say too, I personally have taken 0% of any of the podcast earnings. Anything that I've technically made has gone right back into the show, paying for the staff, paying for the production, paying for the travel. But Bob's $1.2 million. On top of that, the opportunity.
I don't know. I kind of think that's bullshit. I don't know. There's no way Kyle's not taking any money from what they've made from the podcast. That might be true. It might be. I'm not gonna say it is complete bullshit, but of how big a scale Full Send podcast is and how much money they make. Actually, I guess Kyle does have a ton of different other business ventures, so I wouldn't be too surprised. But it's kind of insane to think that he takes 0% of the profits from that.
Opportunity to join the Full Send team and to get exposure, obviously, from you guys, from the craziest fucking fan base on the internet, that's priceless. Like, so many doors were opened up for him, and the amount of huge brand deals that he got and did on his Instagram because of this, like, it's insane.
Yeah, I can't lie about that either, bro. Fucking everyone who's a Nelk follower is fucking die hard. Like, there's no half-ass fucking Nelk followers. If you follow Nelk, dude, those fans are fucking crazy. Like, top of the level fucking fans. And so, by Bob even being a part of that whatsoever, I guarantee you that helped his career exponentially. Because that isn't insane. Those followers are on another fucking level. It's crazy.
Talk about is Bob saying that he built the show, he got all the guests. I will give credit to Bob. He got some fire-ass guests, but the vast majority of guests were gotten by Team Full Send. And he also took credit from Dana White for getting Donald Trump. All right, so I'm going to make a next slide. I'm going to put who got which guests. Too lazy to say it out loud.
See, maybe I'm capping, but I don't remember ever seeing Bob take credit for those guests. Right now, okay, so Kyle just posted something of like a list of everyone that Bob got, Dana White got, and the Full Send team got. Bob did get Donald Trump Jr., Robert O'Neill, the guy who killed Osama bin Laden, Jordan Belfort, Brian DeChambeau, John Daly, Antonio Brown, Candace Owens, Dave Portnoy, Joe Burrow, Shaq, and Dan Bilzerian. Dana White got Donald Trump, and then Full Send team. I'm not going to name all of them off, but the rest, everyone else that's been on the podcast, the Full Send team has got. But yeah, I definitely think Bob did bring a lot of fucking crazy ass names like Shaq, Jordan Belfort, getting Don Jr. is fucking another one too. Candace Owens, Dan Bilzerian, like all these people are fucking big name people, and they're also a lot of them aren't people that do a lot of interviews, so that makes it like super unique. I will say though, those are all pretty good names, and Bob I think did do a good job at getting high level names on the podcast.
I considered Bob one of my best friends, so I still have enough respect for him where I'm not going to be pouring out personal details on social media. But you guys see how he is on social.
I mean, the fact that you even have to say that, though, like, you bringing up that there is personal stuff, it's just kind of like, why do you even need to address that there's more personal stuff? If he was one of your personal friends, just leave it out. Just leave out that there is more personal stuff, because now you're just tempting the audience to ask and dig for more when you don't need to do that. Like, I love Kyle personally, but that's just something that I feel like you don't need to say.
Media, and behind the scenes, his behavior became like completely uncontrollable. And, you know, like, I'm all about the work hard, play hard shit. No one is more than me, but my thing is when it affects the team and the staff and the operation and just Full Send as a whole, that's when I personally got to draw the line and like make a tough decision.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair too, because you got to do what's best for the company and your business. But at the end, yeah, from what I've seen of Bob, dude, he is a fucking motherfucking party animal, and he just goes crazy. Like, he does pills and whatnot. I don't know exactly what he does. I can't speak for him. I don't know, but he has a good time. And so I can see why he's doing that, why he's saying that. And if it got to the point where it was bad for the environment and whatnot, I can see why he would do that.
So for months and months and months, I'm trying to figure this out. How can I make this guy happy? I'm working with him one-on-one. I'm working with his manager. His manager's trying to work with him. Nothing's working. And eventually he came to me with a brand new deal. And it was the day before the game episode. And he said, Kyle, you have 24 hours to sign this brand new deal, or I'm not showing.
Imagine just fucking going up to the guy who employs you, who's paying you fucking $1.2 million a year, and just be like, nah, here's a new fucking deal. Like, I wish I had that much fucking power. Like, to just go up to fucking whoever and just say, nah, this 1.2 isn't enough. I need more for being on a podcast.
Up to the game tomorrow. And I said, what the fuck, Bob? That's not realistic. You coming to me with a new deal and expecting me to sign it in 24 hours? That's not enough time. I said, come to the game episode tomorrow. Let's crush the episode. And you have my word. Me and you, one-on-one, we'll sit down. We'll figure it out. We will come to some sort of solution. Like, you're my boy, Bob. Like, we can figure this out. And I begged with him and I pleaded with him, and he didn't show up. He missed the game episode.
Okay, I mean, I feel like why do you have to wait for till after that episode? I feel like you definitely could have just addressed the situation there and then, and kind of went over what you were feeling and whatnot, or what he was feeling or what he was wanting, instead of waiting for him to do another episode. I can see why that may have pushed Bob over the edge a little bit and just got him like pissed off, I guess. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I can see why that might have made Bob mad and seem like he doesn't respect him, though, for wanting him to come do another episode. It might just seem like, oh, he's trying to rip me off or something. All right, we're back. Okay. Perfect.
And instead of showing up, he just took to social media so quick and just started posting shit about me, just blasting me, posting lies. And to me right there, like, that was the final straw. Like, I felt so taken advantage of and disrespected for someone that was supposed to be my friend. Like, a friend doesn't go to social media, no matter what, to blast you like that. That's something that a friend doesn't do. And I'll be honest, that actually really hurt me.
That was pretty fucked up. I will say that, dude. Is fucking Bob went right to fucking social media, and I mean, if you're friends with someone, I don't know how you can do that right away. It's kind of something that you want to internalize with each other and go over. I wouldn't just take that to social media and blast them, bro. I mean, I feel like that's a little immature, a little bit childish. I wouldn't personally do that, but I mean, it kind of shows who Bob is, though. Like, if you've watched Bob for a long time, he's always that person that just goes and fucking says whatever the fuck he wants on social media, and he's very sporadic with it, and yeah, he really just fucking posts whatever he's feeling and thinking in that moment. So I can see why, like, I can definitely picture Bob doing that. That's definitely something he would do.
Bob did that to me. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. After that, I was like, you know what? It's time to part ways. And this is going to be the last time I talk about this, by the way. You're going to see Bob talk about this for months and months and months and months. So enjoy that. I'm getting back to work. I got shit to do. I got videos to film. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Love you. Such a fucking waste of my time.
Okay. I mean, yeah, so there's Kyle's reaction, or Kyle finally responding to it. It's been fucking months. I've been waiting for him to finally address it. Because I was curious. I think a lot of people were curious about what was going on behind the scenes, because Kyle hadn't said a fucking word about it. I'm someone who was really sad by that, because I really like Bob on the Full Sim podcast, and I was really hoping they'd bring him back. From the sounds of it, there's no reconciling. Yeah, there's no reconciling this relationship from the sounds of it. But yeah, here. And then right after Kyle posted this, literally 6 minutes later, Bob responded. And so let's go check that out.
It's actually really comical that he could even try and spin this in any way, shape, or form. Guys, I will resort to this, okay? When Kyle and I went into a partnership, we made a commitment and a promise to each other. Regardless of how successful a show is, if a show is successful, it's going to make a lot of money, right? I had a portion of that money, right? But I was also promised multiple things that just never came to fruition, was danced around for months and months and months. At the same time, used my name, dragged through the mud, telling people I set up Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal, all this fucking shit. There was a bold-faced lie, okay?
Okay, I mean, yeah, that was definitely a lie, but I mean, I feel like that they were more so joking about it, which I know it did cause him a lot of backlash and maybe like mental health shit, because a lot of people were being pretty fucked up to Bob about that and genuinely thinking that he set him up, which I don't think was the case at all. But Kyle and the Nelk boys definitely did ride that longer than they probably should have. But I mean, I think Bob's a good guy. He would have never done that, and I think it was all just a joke. I don't necessarily think they were lying to do him any harm necessarily, but they did. I think it was just like a big joke to them for sure.
Love to hear him address that. What about Colby and whatever, when you went on the internet and told everybody that I set up these guys and ruined my reputation? If you Google my name, it's in every fucking Google search. Okay? First of all, his money stuff, all the stuff he said on money, what he paid and all that, that's bullshit too. FYI, absolute fucking bullshit. So now that we're here, we're here.
Okay, on the post, he also said during that post, it says, "Be patient, everyone. These are actually bold-faced lie. Knew this was coming. Hope you enjoy the long-term benefits you promised me as I built your show with you and was promised the moon. Right when the show started to make good money, you cut me out. Like everyone else, enjoy steak partnership. Let me get back to you, Kyle." And then after he made that video, he went on to make more. Posted this right here. Cleared up a ton of shit about Bob. Oh, okay, no, actually, Kyle posted this on the Nelk Boys channel, and this is Bob responding to it. Cleared up a ton of shit about Bob and the podcast on my IG story. Here's Bob's response. No, you didn't. You didn't at all. This is what you do. You're very good at it. I'm not standing for it. I expect my loyals to stand with me during this process. Guess you're either with me or not. So Bob said that. And then after that slide, he went on to say, please disclose all the numbers of revenue since I was never allowed to see them and still have never seen them. It's a simple login to YouTube or Snapchat, etc. that I asked for numerous times. I don't see why that'd be a problem. Just show them the fucking numbers. If you don't have anything to hide, why would you show it? I think that goes along with like any business thing in general. Like if you're not hiding anything, why the fuck? Especially if you're a business partner. If that's your friend and a business partner, why the fuck does it matter? If he wants to see the numbers, then just show him. Show the guy the fucking numbers. Especially if you're telling the truth. Why does it matter? Why would it matter if you're telling the truth? So that part does seem a little shady, but like I said, until they show the numbers and you really just don't fucking know. So he posted that, and then he goes, "Down, gonna." I like how he has this "Won't Back Down" song playing in the background of every one of these stories too. Pretty fucking funny. I love Bob. Bob's so fucking hilarious, dude. But I also love Kyle and the Nelk Boys. So I mean, I hate picking sides for this. But this story, the deal terms Kyle posted are not true. 70-30. Really, Kyle? And you're right. I will continue to post for months because I am not afraid to stand up for myself. Okay, and then I think the next slide will probably go to a screenshot of what Kyle posted. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, yeah. So they show the agreement that Bob signed, the contingent compensation, and it shows that Bob was 30%, but it's only a little section. You don't see the whole contract. So you really, yeah, like I said, you don't see the whole contract and the whole context of everything. After Bob made that first story, Kyle posted the contract and said LOL. That's all I captioned was LOL. And then Bob responds with a screenshot saying, stay patient. Perfect step 1 complete. Please post the entire contract. Now, Kyle, post the entire contract. This is too good. Please post entire contract ... LOL explanation point like 10 times, and everyone stand by. Everybody! Kyle, what companies are you on? That document, and where's John? Why don't you teach your followers about the shell companies and other shady practices to fuck your partners and best friend? I'm still waiting for the back-end log and information to where my so-called 30% came from. Also, where is the promised ownership man-to-man the whole time? LOL, we all know you effed me out of ownership. Best friends don't do that, bro. Should I go to football now? I really have nothing to say about that. I mean, it's kind of just Bob ranting on and on. But I get him. He really just wants, from the sounds of it, he just wants to see the fucking numbers, is what it sounds like, which I don't see why that's that big of a problem. And then he just goes on. I'm not going to play all this, but it's just him playing clips of Kyle kind of like talking Bob up to all these different people from the podcast, saying how amazing Bob is and whatnot. And then here's another final story by Bob.
I'm getting slammed I'm telling you, I promise you, it doesn't matter who says it or when they say it or whatnot. The fact that I'm getting slammed sucks, but I got to ride it out. That's what I expect to happen. So, it is what it is. I'm just going to say it how it is. I mean, everybody can say what they want, but that's just how it is.
I gotta be honest, I love Bob, but he kind of looks like he's fucking tweaking right here, bro. Like, if you look at one eye, it's like one eye's fucking clenched and one eye's wide open, but hey, fuck it.
During every day of our deal together. This is only focused on nothing else but our podcast deal. So if they want to show us all the YouTube, Snapchat revenue that we've asked for a while. They want to claim as a 70-30 split. It's just back to the original thing I've always brought up in the past. And then also too many promises that were just so broken. That's it. I'm not fucking being a crybaby. I'm not being a bitch. I'm just fucking standing up for myself. Is there anything wrong with that? Am I supposed to just go away? Is that what everybody wants me to do? You want me to go away? Is that like literally the solution? Should I go away?
You see, I genuinely do feel bad for Bob because he seems genuine. He doesn't seem like a guy to just make this up, and it doesn't really seem like he seems like genuinely affected and upset by that. So, knowing Bob, like, I don't know him personally, but based off what I've seen, he's kind of the guy to like hear something and maybe run with it. So Kyle might have jokingly said something and Bob might have taken that to heart or too serious. I'm not really sure though, because he does genuinely seem hurt and convinced that he was promised this, and I'm not sure if it's true or not. But I don't know. Something about the way Kyle was saying all that just kind of didn't seem authentic either. I love Kyle, don't get me wrong, I fucking love him, but it's just something about it just kind of rubs me the wrong way, and Bob seems really authentic with what he's saying. Even though he's a little unhinged by doing all this, he still seems authentic with it. Also on this, he also said the deal was not what they're saying, and those commenting, no matter how powerful they are completely unaware of how things unfolded in our deal. Getting slammed a little over here, which I feel bad. I don't think Bob should get hate for this. Like, it's not his fault. At the end of the day, he did leave. He decided to fucking leave the contract, and that was it. So I don't get why people are hating. I guess maybe because they're all fucking fanboys of Kyle and Nelk boys, which I am too. I love the Nelk boys. I watch all their videos, but I don't see the reason to hate on Bob for leaving and posting about it. If Bob truly did get screwed over, then I think that's something that people should be aware of, you know? But anyways, whose side am I on? I really don't have a side out of all of this. I think that there has to be more evidence before I pick sides. I really would like the Nelk boys to release the numbers, because that would kind of give you some more insight. And Bob also mentioned something about how there was more promises. He needs to go into detail on what those promises actually were, because maybe there might have been, might have not been, but until he gets on the specific side of those things, I'm just not going to know. But I love Bob and I love the Nelk boys. I'm not choosing sides. They're both great people in my opinion. But if Bob did get screwed over, I feel bad. And if Bob is just making this shit up, then that's fucked up too. But yeah, that's gonna end it, guys, for my first review. Hopefully they get this figured out. Hopefully, I really do want Bob and Kyle to end up being okay at the end of all this. It's not looking like it's going to though. But yeah, I think they were a good partnership. I miss Bob on the podcast, but it is what it is. Some things just don't work out, and so that's why they're there. That's why they are where they are at now. So, thank you guys for watching the Kai Dave Larso. Do not forget to like this, hit the like button down there, and fucking subscribe right down there. All right, I appreciate y'all tremendously. You guys are great. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. Peace.